What's up, you Milky Boys? So during the ALGS Pro League, Jack team played really well. Then after in the EWC, they almost won the LAN. There was a small mistake in the final, and because of that they lost the LAN. But now everything is over and ENC is also coming in a few months. So let's start the video with Zachmazer, where he talk about his ENC plan and he also talk about his team LAN performance.
Like, I want to play ENC because does everyone know the prize pool for ENC? Am I playing ENC? I have a really good team if I want to. I don't know. Sometimes I think I want to be lazy and just take a breather after a big tournament and working really hard, but the right thing to do would probably be playing it. You want to know the honest truth? Maybe I shouldn't even say the honest truth, but the honest truth is the only reason I am even considering not playing ENC is because I don't want to have to fly another 13 hours if I win. I know that's the most first world problem excuse ever, but bro, I really dislike sitting in a fucking airplane for 11 hours. I can't stand it. I fucking can't, bro. A piece of shit excuse? Suffering for success? I know, bro. Lobster too buttery, bro. I get it. I just can't stand sitting in that fucking tube for 11 hours, bro. I'm definitely gonna play some Counter-Strike. I'm definitely gonna play some Warframe, some Apex. We'll see. I just want to breathe for 1 week, you know? I don't know how to explain to you guys how it feels to adrenaline dump and emotion dump Apex Legends like that. It's you almost need to take a week to breathe and then see where you land, you know? Yeah, I mean, the team that I would have for ENC I think is just as good as the Falcons team, or maybe even a little bit better, to be honest. Whether it's better or it's equally good would depend on how good I play individually. We'll see. I don't want to leak my ENC plans because nothing's locked in and I don't even know how the tournament works. No, it's not with Lauder. I will tell you that. That's not a leak. Lauder has a jaw surgery. Lauder's doing a surgery in this off-season little thingy here. So he's not playing in it. What was the hardest part of LAN? And you can't say the weather. I think the format. This format is brutal, man. This format, this top 14 out of groups format with 6 elim is really hard. Bro, 10 up, 10 up, 10 down, 10 up, 10 down, 10 up, 10 down is really easy to make grand finals. It's so fucking easy. But this version of format is very unforgiving. I told you, we're starting so hot that if the tournament isn't over by 9, it means I had a chance or two on match point and I just didn't end it. And that was true. If you look at those games, there was 2 or 3 games when we were on match point where we could have won. I don't think it jinxed us at all. Okay, Elite Esports is a good team, and Gaming Gladiators is also a good team. But I obviously never predicted Gaming Gladiators to do this good in groups, or Elite to do this good in groups. But I was telling everyone I knew going into Grand Finals Day, hey guys, no offense, but nobody remembers how you play in groups. They remember how you place in the Grand Finals. No offense, but I don't think either one of these teams is going to get top 5. I don't think either one of these teams is going to pop off. So that was one take that I had that worked out. And then who surprised me the most in a good way? Probably Zeddy, Dupe and Jelly. I thought they'd do good, but I thought they'd do good 9th. Who surprised me in a bad way? Falcons. I really thought they were going to get top 2 for sure. I thought they were either going to win or get second. What you're taking on the people saying Edge in this meta is the hardest it's ever been? I mean, they're just wrong. I mean, bro, what do you mean? Edge is the hardest. Bro, we just got 4th in groups and we played Edge. And then we got 2nd in finals and we played only Edge. I mean, bro, look at our POIs. Elrod, Launch Site and Dome, Blossom, and fucking Summer. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna get any more Edge than that. We went 4 for 4 picking perma Edge. Edge wasn't hard. Alright. This is gonna sound insulting, and it's not meant to be insulting. It's just meant to be my opinion, and it's gonna come across that way. Edge wasn't hard at this LAN. It's just the people that usually succeed playing Edge were making the wrong calls. It was uncharacteristic, the mistakes that they were making. If they were playing at if they were IGLing and macroing at their peak, they would have also done just as good as us. Edge was not hard at this LAN. Edge was very reasonable. You just had to. It sounds stupid saying you had to make the right call, but at this level of play, that is what it comes down to. And the top Edge IGLs, that's just all it is. You just have to make the right call, and Edge is really easy. And I guess other people couldn't figure it out. I don't know. I thought Edge was really easy at this LAN. I thought the way that the comps played out, game 3 going to big boys or whatever the fuck was going on, I thought it was an easy Edge LAN. I think it was just people Bro, I cope really hard too, bro. When I do not as good as I'd like to achieve, I cope really hard. We all know that. I think it's an easy out to be like, oh, like edge was hard this land, like our POIs were tough, the zones were in our favor, we missed our beacons, like this and that, like, and so on and so on and so on. If that was a take that I was saying to everyone I knew, was that the rings having like very little unreadability, the zones being very unreadable made it really hard for the top IGLs to succeed, because the top IGLs are the top IGLs because they can create good game plans. But when the zones are doing things that are literally unpredictable, that aren't in any models or anything, then it's like those game plans go out the window because you plan for something else, right? And then it makes those top teams really suffer. And I think that was very obvious at this LAN. I mean, there was just so many zones on every map but Olympus that were just doing pulls that we haven't seen in well over a year to like 6 months. And, you know, that's really frustrating, because then you see really bad teams get lucky and you see really good teams end up in the wrong spot because they have the wrong read, right? And then the other issue with that is like people will be like, casual gamers will hear me say that sentence and then be like, well, how do you know that those bad teams got lucky? How do you know that they didn't know just the zone? Well, if you go watch their VOD, their IGL will be like, let's go here. And then their IGL will be like, oh, fuck, whoa, zone pulled to us, just hold here. Or they'll be like, yo, we think zone's going here. And then they'll be in a shit spot and it bounces to them and then they'll get all excited, you know? And if you go watch those VODs, you'll hear it or see it first time if you look diligently enough, right? After doing it for 6 years, you kind of can just tell when a team is in a spot they are just bad and then they get lucky, right? But yeah, before you come at me thinking like, well, how do you know? That's fucking do your work, bud. We talked about this, but I haven't had many opportunities to be on like match point that early into a tournament, or that deep into a tournament, however you want to describe it. At that game, I made the mistake of playing the best spot in zone that everyone knew we were landing at. So the issue that game was everyone was running at that building not with the intention of winning the game, but running at that building with the intention of seeing visions eliminated because they knew we were the LROD team. With hindsight, I should have never played that building from the beginning of the game, and I should have understood, like, hey, people are going to int the building, I'll go third it and be the last team there. That was a good learning opportunity for me because I haven't been in that situation before, so I made that mistake. But that time that we died in the building on the other time was like a really complicated moment that we weren't really mad about. Guys, again, if I don't answer your question, just ask it again. What are your thoughts on Olympus? I mean, Olympus sucks. Olympus sucks, but, like, World's Edge sucks, too. Like, we've just played it too much. It's just too easy of a map to play now because everyone knows how to play it. So I think we have to drop World's Edge. And if we drop World's Edge, it's like, do you want Olympus or do you want Broken Moon? Personally, I'd rather have Broken Moon. I think I IGL'd one game in specific in the entire Grand Finals bad, and it just so happened to be that last game. And I made a really bad call to third-party low right fragment. Right as I called the third-party low right fragment, like the bus team started leaving, the RV team started leaving, the train car started leaving, everything in front of us opened up, and then it got Carter killed, the call that I made on low right, and then me and Lauder were able to third-party Falcons, or whoever was left alive, we were able to third-party on Limit in the choke, but we were only a duo, so we didn't full commit. And yeah, I mean, if I didn't get Carter killed, we would have definitely committed to third-party. I don't know if we would have won the fight, on Limit already was reset on the headies, but I think one thing that I really need to get better at is just like movement. Like, obviously we make a lot of jokes about it. I make a lot of jokes about it, probably more than anyone else. But I think I actually need to get better with my movement. I feel like my strafe is good. I feel like my aim is like all I have mechanically as a player. I do a lot of in-fight damage usually. Well, it's hit or miss, right? I either do none or I do a lot, one or the other. If I learned how to like move a little bit better, I think it would help a lot for just like playing my life in certain moments. Like, I think it would just increase my ceiling as a player. I don't think it would be like the difference maker, like, oh, I win land because I learned movement. No, I think it's just a way that I can increase my ceiling. Yeah, little did anyone know in the world that Lauder was just going to be the best fucking player in the history of the goddamn game. That kid's ceiling is the goddamn golden road, bro.
Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section, and if you are new here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting video. Hasta la vista, baby.